Okay, quick update on the Admiral here. I was a little concerned if we're going to put a tube in this that the high voltage perform on this, because this is one of those early Admiral chassis similar to the one I had as a teenager, and these were known to eat flybacks. I had a 6KD6 chassis output tube in my chassis. This one has the two 6JM6s, which after researching, when you do change the flyback, they suggest you replace the output tube to a 6KD6. There was a kit. In any event, this does not have that. This is all original. There is some melting down here on the 3AT2. It's dripped. There's chunks of the outer doping missing. And the 1V2 mystery's been solved because there's a solid state rectifier in place of that. I still don't like the black mark on the disc capacitor. The model of this set is the one we have. The model of this set is, this chassis number is, it's printed here somewhere. This chassis is the 3G1155-2. 3G1155-2. And that's right under the serial, right there, 3G1155-2, run 16. So I have read some of the forums, and I would like to, the transformer horizontal output on this is the 79D110-2 for run 16. So someone suggested there might be a distributor that has one of these flybacks. This is the same similar chassis I changed the flyback in 35 years ago, and it came with a bunch of parts you had to replace along with it. And like I say, I did not have the two output tubes. I had just the 6KD6 in my Admiral chassis way back. So this still produces high voltage. I'm going to plug it in and show you. And we have our probe here ready. And we'll bring it up on the Variac. I've already brought it up slowly and watched the current go down. I don't see anything going on here. I swear the set is on. No, it was not on. Drawing much less current than it used to. The minute we powered it up initially, it pegged the needle right away. And as the capacitors reform, it started drawing less and less until now you can see the tubes conducting. We're up only about 70 volts, so you can see we'll go over to the 5 amp range. Up about 90.
And you say you're a friend of Harvey's?
Where's your roll?
In the closet.
We'll go up to full power there. There's our anode lead.
Stupid! Would you look at that?
Just like Harvey said, Claude, you have rotten temper.
Please, Lisa, don't
I have about 22,000 volts.
They've been working on this bedroom for a year, and look at it.
I can hear the vertical. So that high voltage is working. So we'll go in, and one last thing on this tube. Let me lower this a minute. One last thing on this tube that I want to mention.
I thought it was the guy next door. Funny. What'd you wake me up for? Oh, the phone's ringing.
Control's a little dirty. One thing about this tube, I'm a little confused about the fact that it's a fresh break, because there's all kinds of dirt. Even the glass here has dirt on it you can wipe off on the inside. Or maybe it was this way. There's dirt all along these pins. It just doesn't look like a clean, fresh brake to me. Of course, perhaps that may be, but if you want to see what the guns of a 21 FJP look like, this tube was probably very good too. Well, there you have it. That's the Admiral 3G1155 chassis. We do have high voltage original flyback. Thanks for watching. One last thing I noticed in a box of tube adapters I acquired, we have a socket adapter. Is this even possible? Use a yoke from a 25 AP and socket and run it with the 21 FJ. More on that to come. Anyone out there is familiar with this setup. This is the CRT 25 AP22 socket to CRT 21 XP22 base.